Hey, everybody, and welcome to Radio Labyrinth. This is our special Patreon edition of our recap of Barry for this week. This is episode 5 of season 4. It was called Tricky Legacies.
It should have been called Sally Has Never Looked Hotter.
You like her with the wig?
Yeah.
You like that truck stop tramp look she was sporting?
That was nuts. I thought she was going to blow him. I thought,
yeah.
Right at the end, I thought she was going to blow him, but she didn't. She took the high road, if you can call it a high road.
She took the strangle road.
But this episode, it's the 5th episode, so it features the huge time jump that everybody was, asking about last week. And again, Steph, you were right. It is a time jump, and the rest of the season's going to be in this time frame. So,
what did you guys think of the time jump? Were you fine with it? Did you find it to be meh?
I mean, I'm okay with it, but we're going to want to see what happened in the intervening time.
Yeah, I didn't mind it, only because as it kept going on, I realized that what they're going to do, or that they're going to have to do, is show where everybody else is now. And that's what excites me. I want to see NoHo Hank after 20, or after how many years?
10 years, I think.
10 years. So yeah, like, how is he taking over LA? Is he still the kingpin? Or, what happened with him and Fuchs and everybody?
Yeah, what happened to Fuchs?
That's one I'm worried about.
I wouldn't say that I didn't like this episode, but it really showed me how much this show, what I enjoy about it, is the sum of all the characters. To not have Fuchs, to not have NoHo, and it was just the two of them. If it had always just been the two of them, no, I definitely would not have watched the show.
Yeah.
There were some great moments, though, like when the kids started learning baseball and Barry showed them all those kids getting killed playing baseball videos on YouTube.
Yeah. Did you see that one of the videos on the side of the screen that was listed to pick said parrots straight up murder each other after Little League game? That was one of the videos that they could have picked.
With the new identities that they have, or that they're trying to do, it seems like with Barry, he's just trying so hard to be somebody that he's not, and thinking that he's doing it the right way. And that's the part, like with all the religious stuff, becoming uber religious, because with that, at least in his mind, it seems to something that can stabilize him and he can use it, but he doesn't use it the right way. He just uses it like everybody else in the country uses it, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, he won't give the kid a comforter, for God's sakes.
Well, he would choose cleaning products over the comforter, is the part that I thought was odd. It's like,
yeah, and where is he getting his stuff from? Like, whenever they were outside, and the kid, he goes, "Oh, what's that out there?" And it was his marine thing, and it was just like out in the middle of the. Where did it?
Like he went out in the middle of the night and set it in the middle of the yard, and
it was so weird. I just he's definitely pretending to be a good person as much as he knows how to be one, and at the same time, shitting on every hero or so forth, just to try and make himself be like, Abraham Lincoln. He actually kind of sucked. I mean, even though he was a great president, or Gandhi, or any of those things, to try and make himself feel better about the things that he's done.
Well, he spent all that time like talking up Abraham Lincoln with what he thought he knew, and then he just tried to find everything else out. Even ordered the book. Like, especially 10 years in the future, who's going to order a used book on conspiracy theories of Abraham Lincoln?
Right. And where's Kusino been? They said he's been hiding.
Yeah, he was
out of the
country in Europe or something.
So I wonder, did his son die?
I don't know.
Yeah, and I wonder if that's why he took off out of the country, less to stay away from Barry, or to not get in trouble for the murder. But he came back though, and publicly came out or told them that he wanted to make the Barry movie.
That's just because he's such a narcissist, and he had read that they were going to do it. And you know how he is. He's like, well, there's no way they're going to do it without me.
I'll risk my life coming back into the country just to, get on that pedestal.
Did you see, like when they were walking through the studio, one of the movies, I think it said, Larry, the story of Larry Chowder, the magical boy.
I didn't catch that reference though.
Yeah, I didn't know. I have no idea. And it starred at Tyler.
Yeah.
Now, was he also one of the guys from the acting class?
I don't know.
I know she was, but yeah, I didn't know
if she was like on how many seasons that she had done of that crappy show.
Yeah, and they were doing a big finale. It was an epic close to the 2020 special on the last episode of the candy shop or whatever it was.
Yeah, one of the Hollywood Reporter headlines where the whenever it said that about Cousineau, whenever they found it online, said something about first AI produced, written, directed film to something, and then it also said something about Sony Netflix. They had merged.
Disney and Hulu are merging now.
It's not like they're far off.
Yeah. You didn't like that Just Dessert show that the girl was hosting? I thought that would have been your jam.
I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I thought it was really funny that it would upset Sally so badly. Yeah. That was pretty good.
Oh, she thinks it should be her.
And Sally, I don't know. I felt like even though Barry is such a murderer, I think Barry is a better person than Sally. Sally's really terrible.
Yeah.
The fact that she does not care about her kid at all. I mean, he's trying to hug her and she's like scooting away from her.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of odd. The whole restaurant thing where, I mean, obviously she gets to, if she can't live her dream of being an actress, she's going to be one in real life. So she puts on that character, every day to go in and deals with, these people she wouldn't have been caught dead around years before. And now she's just one of them.
Yeah. Does your mom wear hair on top of her hair? She nailed the Southern accent.
Yeah. And the creepy guy that was hitting on her, that was like, who picked him out of the casting couch?
Yeah.
I don't know, but my God, did she turn the tables on his ass?
Yeah, I love the subtle flirting he was doing. Hey, put your foot on my dick. How's that?
So, Barry is at the end. When he sees this, he's going to go kill Cousineau yet again.
Yeah.
So, do you think that in the next episode we'll see Barry in Hollywood stalking Cousineau, and maybe we'll get to see Hank and Fuchs and them?
I hope so. I hope they don't do. I hope they leave that set alone, because that's the most. I mean, I know what it's supposed to mean as far as a metaphor for, but it's so boring. I mean, that whole landscape is just. I mean, you notice that you see that house and you see a kids playing baseball, but that's it, and a tractor. But there's no other buildings except for a city that looks like it's about 50 miles away.
And that's what, like Hader said, that was kind of the intention, is so that Barry could see anybody coming from any direction.
Yeah. And then he did the standing watch all night long. That was nuts.
There's something on their door.
Yeah. I mean, they both heard it, right? So she got it. So they got up and he got the gun out and went out there. And then he heard you heard footsteps like running away.
Yeah.
So,
and maybe it was the baseball kid.
Probably was the baseball kid, but you know how crazy they are and paranoid. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I thought too, is the baseball kid. How has he never heard of Call of Duty? There's been like 7 of them.
Yeah. And I guess 10 years later, I guess probably been 7 more since then. But yeah. What about that chick that works with her at the restaurant? She reminded me of the chick off of Always Sunny.
Are you talking about Artemis?
Artemis, yeah. She reminded me just that same character almost. It could have been her.
She definitely had that look to her. Like she would. It was some years ago. We went to a funeral up in Tennessee, and the person that was getting buried, they put a carton of Pall Malls in her arm in the casket, and I feel like that's probably what would happen for that lady too.
Yeah, it was like, what was it? I need a Zanny. You need a Zanny. and then, but that's the thing too. Sally's still working her way of getting that dude fired and getting him out of there without anybody knowing, that she was ripping off the tip and blaming it on him. But
yeah, I thought for sure once he pulled the wig off that was going to be, he would end up blowing their cover or something. But
yeah, I think you just scared the shit out of him enough to where, will he pop back? I don't know if he'll pop back up again or not, but I feel like he probably could. Well, that is our Patreon show. Please give us comments, ask us questions. If you guys have anything that you would like us to discuss or do a deep dive on or just talk about on here, let us know. Leave it in the comments. Leave it on the Radio Shack or on YouTube or on Patreon. And we'll see you next week.